What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. Man, Jalen McDaniels has a career game. GOAT McDaniels was in full effect today, and it just still doesn't matter because Jason Tatum 50 ball. He just couldn't miss. The Celtics just couldn't miss in general from three. It was just crazy. I apologize for not making a video on, I believe, Saturday when we played the Celtics a few days before. I just was too busy. I didn't even get a chance to really watch the game. I saw, a few minutes in the third quarter. That's really about it. Just not enough to come up here and make an informative video about it. Um, I do more than just read off the box score. You know what I'm saying? I really watch the game and then I talk about it from my perspective, my point of view, while also incorporating stats. I just don't look at the stats and then start talking. Like, I wouldn't have felt comfortable doing that. I just didn't get a good chance to watch the game. So I wasn't going to speak on something I didn't really get a chance to sit down and watch and know about. But I watched every second of this game and it was tough, man. It was a game of runs, similar to the one on Saturday. Like, I do know that the Hornets had a big lead and blew it the other day. We didn't really have a big lead today at any point, but it was just a back and forth game of runs. We go on a 10-0 run. The Celtics go on a 10-0 run. It was just a game of runs, and we just simply could not stop Jason Tatum. Like, we just couldn't stop him, bro. Malcolm Brogdon went off in the first quarter. Like, it was just like every time you look up, somebody is going off. It was crazy. It was crazy. Terry Rozier got off to a terrible start, but he was passing the ball. He finished with 7 assists. Plumlee played great. He went crazy. After not having any field goal attempts in the first half, he ends up with 19 points. LaMelo, he made 5 threes. He was doing his part once again. 3 fouls in the first half, and he had to leave. And this is becoming a recurring scary thing because they literally were talking about it today. LaMelo's only played 20 games this year. This is the 21st. But LaMelo in 20 games done fouled out 5 times. Bro, that's a quarter of the games. Like, that is really bad. That is a real major problem. A real major problem. I mean, in an 82-game season, if you're fouling out 20 of the 80 games as the team's best player, your team ain't gonna have a chance, bro. Like, that is a real major talking point and just something to keep your eyes on every single game. You're monitoring his fouls like, oh, hold on, he just got 2. Oh, hold on, he just. Now, most of the fouls today weren't too bad. Some of them were just like, why are you even slapping at the ball? But he didn't foul out today, so it is what it is. It's just definitely something to keep an eye on every game because it's just like once he leaves, we already know it's a drop off. And Dennis Smith Jr. is definitely a serviceable backup point guard, but he just doesn't have the scoring capability, the facilitating capability of LaMelo. And not to mention, Dennis Smith Jr. can't fucking drop a quarter into the ocean, bruh. Like, his jump shot is broken as fuck. Like, literally, bro. That's all people tweeting about today. Dennis Smith Jr. can't shoot for shit. I mean, it's been for games and games and games now. Wide open threes. He just can't make them. He just can't make them. And he was making them earlier in the season, but, like, since he kind of came back, it just hasn't been there, bro. Like, I don't know what he got going on, but the shots is just not falling. It sucks. But it is what it is, man. It's tough. It's tough. In other news, one of the major stories of the game, Jalen McDaniels' career high in points. That was one of the stories of the game. But also, Mark Williams back in the rotation over Nick Richards today. He played good. He came in the first quarter, and people were like, "Oh shit!" Bryce McGowan's first quarter minutes. He was able to play today. He did not score. He only shot the ball one time in like 12, 13 minutes. And, it could just be jitters, just kind of like, being shy, but you got to go for it, bro. He did have a layup. I think he did get fouled on the layup, but as a rookie, you're not getting them foul calls on the layup. You better try to dunk that shit. But he played good defense, especially considering who he was guarding. He played good defense. He was guarding a hot Jason Tatum and a hot Malcolm Brogdon, and he did pretty good at times. He even forced a Jason Tatum air ball in a game where he had 50 points. So shout out to Bryce McGowan. I definitely want to see more of him. Another talking point is why Bryce McGowan played today. Well, that's because Cody Martin is out again with left knee soreness. Well, last time he had some fucking left leg soreness, it turned to surgery. It went from left thigh surgery it went from left thigh soreness to left knee surgery. Now he has left knee soreness. And this is exactly what I was talking about last week when he came back. Is he actually healthy? Or are we rushing him back? Because somebody gets hurt, all of a sudden the next game, Cody Martin's ready to play. He won't questionable, he won't doubtful, he won't probable. He went from out to, oh yeah, he's playing. I don't even remember who got hurt again. Gordon maybe, Kelly. Gordon and Kelly got hurt. And then all of a sudden, Cody Martin's ready to play again. That was very suspicious to me. Now, Cody Martin plays 2-3 games. Oh, his knee is sore. I know we won't rushing his ass back. I hope we won't rushing his ass back. For what? Stop trying to force players to play through shit. This team is ass. We're done. We're not making the playoffs. We're not doing shit, bro. Play the young guys and trade these motherfuckers, bro. That's it. There's no reason that anybody should be playing through any type of discomfort and risking worse injuries playing for no fucking reason when they're already hurt or not 100%. It makes no sense. How many times have we seen this year, player gets hurt, and then a few games later, they re-aggravate that same injury? How many times have we seen it this year? Like, and it could be a one-game thing, but it's something to monitor. Like, why is Cody Martin right back out when he just came back? What the fuck? He's played like 5-6 games this year. What the fuck? Like, bro, this has to be talked about. Like, what is going on with the Hornets medical staff where people can barely even play 10 games in a row without missing a game? This shit is getting ridiculous. Now, personally, I don't give a fuck if Cody Martin plays or not. You know, I'm happy to watch Bryce McGowan or Book Knight or whoever is going to end up getting his minutes. And it looks like McGowan's for now. But it's still, that's another player's health that is questionable. Did we handle him correctly? All of these things, like every time somebody gets injured on the Hornets now, you got to watch and see their treatment process and are we doing right by them? Because we've been on some bullshit lately. Straight up. But anyways, I'm 8 minutes into the video, so I am going to get into the stats. But yeah, those were kind of like the main talking points and story points of today's game outside of Jason Tatum obviously going crazy and the Celtics just not being able to miss. Yeah, just those main things. And LaMelo had a great game. I talked about it. He made 5 threes. He had a good game. Outside of the foul trouble. Yeah, man. It just, I mean, the Hornets shot 42% from 3, bro. That's the thing. We shot 42% from 3. The Celtics shot 47% from 3. You let a team shoot damn near 50% from 3, bro. That's gonna be hard to win. Seriously. It's tough, bro. It's tough. But anyways, let's get into the stats. McDaniels, 26 points. GOAT. I really don't want us to trade this guy, man. I really don't want us to trade McDaniels, bro. I really do fuck with him. He's definitely one of my favorite players, man. I do not want us to trade him away. I really don't. 26 points, 2 steals, an assist, 3 rebounds. While playing good defense. 9 for 15 from the field. That's 60%. 5 for 7 from 3. That's 71%. Only had 1 foul. Only had 1 turnover. Come on, bro. Like, bro, you cannot get rid of this kid. He's 23, 24 years old. 6'10". can shoot the lights out, can get to the basket whenever he wants, can play good defense, good free throw shooter, good 3-point shooter. Why would you give it to Jalen McDaniels? And I know the Hornets aren't shopping him around. It's other teams calling about him. But if you're the Hornets, bro, you re-sign him. Yes, he's an unrestricted free agent. So was Cody Martin. You re-sign McDaniels, bro. I've always loved McDaniels. He's KD-esque, man. And, I don't want to say, I know how people might feel about that, but look at their frame. Look at his frame. 6'10", long, lanky, and just can get a bucket, bro. He can shoot. He can get to the basket. He plays really good defense, bro. I fuck with McDaniels, bro. I don't want us to get rid of him because you just don't know what he can be a year or two from now. You don't know what he can be a year from two from now, especially if we don't bring Miles Bridges back. You need somebody to fill that gap at the starting three, and it's looking like McDaniels because we all know Hayward is useless as fuck. Gordon Hayward is done. He's out to pasture. He's done. Okay, he's useless as fuck. Miles Bridges, if he don't come back, and especially with PJ being an unrestricted free agent, if we got to choose between one of the two, I'm choosing McDaniels because they bout tit for tat. McDaniels is going to be way cheaper. They around the same age. I'm choosing McDaniels. And, he can be your starting three going forward. I don't know, man. I'm really high on Jim McDaniels, bro. GOAT McDaniels, y'all know I celebrate him on this channel, bro. I believe in him. This game is no surprise to me, and it's crazy because he had his last career high against the Celtics with 24 points. Then he comes back tonight, 26 points. I'm happy for the kid, man. Moving on, PJ Washington, he did play good tonight. 17 points, 3 assists, a steal, 2 blocks. That shit got me some money too. You feel me? I bet on PJ with his steals and blocks. He's like that when it comes to that. 4 rebounds, 5 for 9 from the field, and 2 for 3 from 3. He had a good game. Him and Grant Williams were going back and forth a little bit. But ultimately, he played good, man. And this is all I want out of PJ. Can you be a consistent 17, 18 point per game guy, good defense? I wouldn't mind paying you. I really wouldn't if he could do this consistently every night. The problem is he can't. That's the problem. And he's still having career years as far as numbers go, but it's the consistency is still not showing up for PJ Washington like everybody would expect at this point. We expecting PJ to be able to do this every night. It hasn't reached that level where he can, be high teens, low 20s every night. But I still have hope for him, and I hope that we can keep him for the right price. And we'll never know. We'll see. Well, we will know. We'll see later on this year. Plumlee, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. Just went absolutely crazy. He played good, bro. He had a negative 12 plus minus, but he did play good. 7 for 9 from the field, and like I said, he didn't attempt a shot until the second half. He did not attempt any shots until the second half. 5 for 9 from the free throw line obviously could be better, but it's Plumlee. We all know his limitations. He played good, man. I don't have nothing bad to say, you feel me? Terry Rozier, 14 points. Got off to just a rough start. He did play better in the second half, but he just got off to a rough start. I think he had 2 points in the first half or 4 points in the first half, something like that. Just got going a little too late. He had 3 steals, 7 assists. He did affect the game in other ways, but ultimately 1 for 4 from 3, that's 25%, and 35% from the field just wasn't enough. He's been playing good as of late these past few games, but these numbers right here look like the Terry Rozier of 2 weeks ago, where he was ice cold and doing shit like this every night. So we'll just have to see moving forward, what Terry Rozier do we get? Which one do we get? Do we get Scary Terry, or do we get Terry from last week, 2 weeks ago, that was doing this? 30% from the field, 20% from three. What do we get for him? It's interesting to see. LaMelo, 25 points, 5 fouls, real close to fouling out. 6 assists, 5 rebounds, um, 8 for 23 from the field, 34%. Um, and I saw people on Twitter talking about LaMelo's shot selection. And sometimes it is questionable. And tonight today it was questionable at certain points. But the lineups that Steve Clifford had LaMelo out there with, there was no other choice. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see the young guys play, but I was very, very shocked in the first quarter when we brought the lineup out of LaMelo, Bryce McGowan, JT Thor, Mark Williams, and I'm trying to think who else was out there. Maybe Dennis Smith Jr. Um, it could have been Terry, but I don't think it was Terry. Maybe at one point it was Terry, but it the lineup that was out there, it wasn't very scoring friendly, scoring efficient as far as LaMelo to, pass to. And he took his shots, especially just because, not to say those guys aren't talented and they can't contribute, but it's just, I mean, I'm pretty sure JT Thor has 0 points tonight, and I'm pretty sure McGowan has 0 points tonight. Yes, they both had 0 points tonight. And not to mention, I mean, LaMelo has never played with that unit because that unit has never even been on the floor together in meaningful minutes. So I was very surprised to see those young guys out there on the floor together. It was nice to see. It was nice to see, but it was surprising. I definitely was surprised when Steve Clifford sent those guys out there. But I'm glad he did because I want to see him play. Um, yeah. And like I said, 5 for 12 from three, 42%, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Yeah. Dennis Smith Jr., 8 points. He had 4 fouls himself. He was in foul trouble. 1 steal, only 1 assist is very disappointing for your backup point guard in 25 minutes, especially when he's 30% from the field and is literally 0% from three. Um, yeah, he just did not have a good game today at all. Still like him, still believe in him. Just tonight just was not it, bro. Like, I mean, you're not scoring efficiently, you're not passing. What the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, his defense is all right, but I mean, come on, bro. Come on. JT Thor, 0 points, zeros all across the board, 1 assist, 1 rebound, the usual. And I talked about JT Thor, but today he did make good decisions. The one shot he did take was, oh no, he took 2 shots. The one shot I remember him taking was an open three on the wing. It was a good shot. It was in and out. Um, he did play good defense and he had a few good passes and he made the right reads, but ultimately you got to score if you're out there. I say the same thing every time I talk about JT Thor. 0 points is not okay. Multiple times, you get one time to do that shit, bro, and then it's like, all right, step it the fuck up. Really not even one time. Like, bro, if you playing double digit minutes, 10, 11, 12 minutes, I need points, period. Get to the basket, get to the free throw line, get some points. You look up at that big jumbotron and you see a 0 beside your name, you should want to go get a bucket. It's just that simple to me. But at the end of the day, these young players are trying to find their role in with this team. And I do remember the other shot he took. He took a turnaround low post shot and it was in and out. Like, a few of his shots were in and out, and it's just like, with JT, bro, just be aggressive. That's all I want. Just be aggressive, bro. This team sucks. Do whatever you want to do. I don't fucking care. I don't care. I like to watch the young guys experiment. I don't care. This shit doesn't matter. The games don't matter anyway. I'd rather watch the young guys turn the ball over, trying some new shit, than to watch Plumlee do that shit. I don't fucking care. I really don't. Like, I want to see these young guys grow. And I feel like they kind of play scared because they get benched so often. You make the wrong mistake and it's like, you're not finna play for the next 10 games. I understand why these young guys play so conservative sometimes because, I mean, they feel like if they do anything wrong, they're going to Greensboro. And sometimes that results in them just not doing anything, trying not to make a mistake. And it kind of seemed like JT and Bryce kind of both did that tonight. They both have a lot of zeros beside their name. Um, it just seemed like they just kind of scared to mess up due to consequences of getting sent down. I don't know. But I just want the young guys to feel like they have a true chance at success on this team, which they should. We suck. And hopefully things are different at the trade deadline and we can see these young players blossom without the thought of repercussions of their play. You know, obviously there's consequences if you do play bad, but it's just like, who wants to keep getting sent down to the G League? You know, you like, damn, I hope I don't turn the ball over right here. I don't want to get benched. I don't want to get I understand it. But I do need y'all to step it up though. Y'all got too many zeros beside y'all name, goddamn. But I understand. But still, don't be afraid, man. Step it up, bro. You playing well, it's gonna get you more playing time than you playing average and not making mistakes. Honestly. But Mark Williams, 9.6 rebounds. He played good. I really hope he's in the rotation for the rest of the year. Um, he played good, man. I think Williams and Richards can hold us down for the rest of the year. I really do. And like I said, man, it's the same shit I'm talking about every freaking night. One guy comes in, now the other one's out. Like, I hate when that Mark Williams' success is at the expense of Nick Richards. Nick Richards' success is at the expense of Mark Williams. Like, can we both just play both of them so they can both grow? And, you know, Mark Williams is looking capable of knocking down outside shots. We saw at Duke. He made that shot of Jason Tatum and everybody was kind of shocked. Like, no, he can shoot the ball. Mark Williams can make threes. Steve Clifford just said he's not going to let him shoot them. And that's things that I'm talking about as well, where it's like we're not letting these players reach their full potential. If a player can shoot threes, why am I tell him you can't shoot no threes this season as a coach? Now, if he's shooting them, he airballing, he all that, but like even if my center shoots 30% from three, fuck it. I don't care. Let him do it. So next year he can shoot 35% from three. You got to just let players develop. You tell Mark Williams, oh, I know you can shoot threes, but don't shoot. That's dumb to me. I don't like that. But Mark Williams can shoot the ball. Don't be surprised. And one thing when it comes to Mark Williams, they don't feed him. Mark Williams, several times this game, he's open in the post. He's doing this. He's getting guarded by Malcolm Brogdon. Dennis Smith Jr. does not pass him the ball. Another situation, he's doing this. He's getting guarded by Derek White. They don't pass him the ball. Like, bro, and I know they might not be used to playing with a post-up, back-to-the-basket center because Plumlee isn't that. And, I feel like these players aren't used to having a back-to-the-basket center on their team. But we got to start getting the ball to Mark Williams when there's a mouse in the house. There's no reason you shouldn't pass the ball to your center when he's getting guarded by a fucking guard. Give him the ball. But anyways, I'm about to wrap this shit up. I'm at 23 minutes. I definitely wanted to give y'all a very informative, fire video because, like I said, I didn't do one last game. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Once again, I'm very sad that Jason Tatum had 50 points. It overshadowed my boy, GOAT McDaniels. But it is what it is, man. I'm not even sure who we play next. Let me go ahead and look that up. I think we about to hop on the road for a little minute. I think we got a road trip coming up. I think this was our last home game for a while until we play the Heat at home or something like that. Yeah, we're about to go on the road. Let's see. Rockets, Hawks, Jazz, Suns. Then we come back home to play the Bulls, the Heat, go back on the road. So, yeah, we definitely have a road trip ahead of us, 3-game road trip, come back home for 2 games, then we're back on the road. So, it is what it is, man. Hopefully some trades start ringing off soon, bro, because I really do just want to watch the young guys, truly, honestly. But anyways, I appreciate y'all, especially if y'all got to this point. If you watched me for 25 minutes, I love you, man. I appreciate it. Y'all comment down below and let me know if y'all made it to this point, because I swear that shit makes my day. Anyways, I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace. Actually, y'all comment down below. How do y'all feel about Jalen McDaniels? Do y'all think we should keep him? Do you think we should let him walk? Do you think we should trade him? Y'all comment that down below. Peace.